All right, guys, welcome back to the WCS European Premier League Season 3. We now have our winners match on the way. It's going to be TitaN versus HasuObs, but Nurture or Shuttle could have been here as well. These were some interesting series, but we will have this PvP.
Rocket.
There you go. All right, well, this PvP, what are you expecting here, Sean? Are you expecting a quick series? Are you expecting a short, long one? What's...
Rocket.
Yeah? All right, cool stuff. Well, they've already vetoed Polar Knight as well as Frost. They haven't vetoed the other map, Yunsu, just yet. So I think we guaranteed see that because they've also vetoed Whirlwind and Derelict.
Rocket, rocket.
Yeah, so I think that Hasu could probably end up... I don't know. I think, you know, Hasu...
Rocket.
Yeah, with his German PvP, might be okay here. And you could actually, you can hashtag that as well, couldn't you?
Rocket.
See, there you go. As well as WCS hashtag, and the second place finisher will win a
Rocket
Pure Cone Pure Optical. So there you go. There you go. Second place finisher.
Did you say first?
I can't remember.
Okay. I would make, if I was Rocket, and I'm in the color of Rocket today.
I would say so.
I would make my competition. Who do you reckon would finish the game? Who would, let me think of a really confusing one that no one would get. Wait, I was going to say something, then I was like, I can make it harder.
All right.
Which player, okay, if I was Rocket and I didn't want to give away mice, this would be my competition. You ready?
Go.
Which player will average their game time closest to 7 minutes and 40 seconds? Hashtag WCS, hashtag Rocket, win a mouse.
So not HasuObs, basically, in this group.
Means there's only 3 players to choose from.
I guess so. You're narrowing it down. You're making it easier for the people.
I'm a smart guy, guys.
It's always nice to cast alongside Sean for sometimes.
I mean, I said it before, I'll say it again. When I cast, and as we do at the WCS Europe, I say silly things sometimes.
Yeah.
Only sometimes. It kind of usually, I'm all about the game, and I'm looking at the game, I'm talking about the game, and then something just goes, wah, and it comes out. And that happens a lot.
We've all had those moments.
I do. Oh, it happens a lot for me.
It happens a lot for you, yeah.
Some people do have those moments, but I am those moments, Claris.
You are those exemplified. You are, that is you. Nice. All right.
That is me. All right, so I'm going to predict a TitaN win here over HasuObs, despite HasuObs is renowned tournament finals in PvP time after time after time. The German scene full of Protoss players that he always plays against and always does well. I feel this is a TitaN victory.
All right, what gives you that impression? Anything specific or just an inkling, a gut feeling?
I think that HasuObs played pretty good, but didn't play up to his usual standard in the first series today. Having just come back off holiday and may not have played the same amount of games he would have done if he wasn't there. And TitaN, even though he also played a wonky series, TitaN's very unpredictable. And unless you're playing a lot of games all the time, around the same time you're playing TitaN, sometimes he catches you off guard. And I think that may happen today. TitaN has wonky timings that, if you're not playing a lot at the time, may catch you by surprise. And I know TitaN likes his surprises, and I think he's going to deliver a couple in this series.
Yeah. Well, the first map will be on Akelon Wastes, and then if we need them, we have Yonsu second, and then Belshir last. So Yonsu still making its way in nicely.
Yeah, I mean, as the Season 3 gets older, we're actually seeing more and more of the newer maps come into play because they're just getting older and people are playing more and more games on them because when we're not broadcasting WCS, they're playing ladder or online tournaments on these maps. So they are starting to get recycled quite a lot into the map pool, not getting vetoed out as much, and that's pretty cool to see.
All right, well, we are now loading up here. So HasuObs versus TitaN. One of these Protoss players will advance on, as both of them were there last round of 16. So we'll now see if they can keep going with that. As Hasu and TitaN face off, let's jump right on into game number 1, as we have spawning down to the bottom right-hand corner here. Red Protoss representing Rox and Russia. He is TitaN. And up to the top left, our German Protoss. Also representing mouse sports, we have HasuObs.
2-1.
2-1. 2-1. Okay. I will go 2-1 the other way. So we have for Hasu.
You rival.
Ooh, it's always fun. All right. So, HasuObs opening up with Pylon. Who would have guessed it? There's not going to be much happening in this earlier stage, guys, as nobody's sent over the other side of the map for a proxy, so nothing too crazy just yet.
I wonder if TitaN, I think, is a player that does like to do Colossus timings quite a bit. They are not that strong. It's not the tech choice you'd like to go for first like you used to. It's more so Templar Archives. They're better against Void Ray attacks, which were very popular a couple of months back, which really forced players to go Templar Archive a lot earlier on in the game. But TitaN is a player that I could see go for something along those lines in at least one of the games in this series.
Yeah, certainly could do. When you speak of the Colossus timings, are you referring to, you know, maybe 2 Colossus with Thermal Lance, or like even the ones without Thermal Lance? That
any type.
Right.
But the more one I'd probably like to see is a bit of a bigger one.
Yes.
Like 4-5 Colossus and then hit before, let's say, the Fleet Beacon can come down.
I think that would work well against a player like HasuObs, because HasuObs is a guy who likes to play slow, methodical, but oftentimes in the German scene, we have seen HasuObs completely change and shift gear and be aggressive himself. So I won't be surprised if we see, you know, maybe the 2 Cybernetics core and then the second gateway go down. Maybe some 3-gate pressure from HasuObs has been known to do so. But this Pylon could use that for Stargate later on. Yeah,
could use it for something. And also spots for any Stargate units which would have come in, or Warp Prism to come in from that angle too. TitaN is in all gas really early with all 3 in each assimilator at this point. So his build currently does seem to be a 1-gate tech build with so much gas coming in already and a Pylon going to the left-hand side. I think that's where we're going to see his tech choice, because just the way that he's got his gas aligned. So we're probably going to see like a Stargate from TitaN if it's going to be to the left-hand side, but could be anything. Most likely Stargate. HasuObs, on the other hand, though, double gateway. He can easily expand behind this, but also with the Chrono Boost going into the Cybercore and starting, and if he spends a couple more, could throw down a 3rd gateway and could go for a bit of pressure. And to be honest, 3 gateways is a really good build to start off the series. It's a feeling, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a feeling build, because you get to go over the other side of the map, test out your opponent, maybe scout him, maybe kill him, and just kind of get a grasp on how this series is going to play out.
Yeah. So, I mean, basically between these 2 players, exactly what we outlined previously, you know, with Stargate positionings being over to these right-hand side next to these pylons, and then maybe an extra gateway there for HasuObs, everything we said is now coming along, just separated across the 2 players. And I like the 3-gate aggression from HasuObs. As you said, it's a feeling you can find out what your opponent's up to. And in a best of 3 of this nature, that's really important. You can't just kind of throw caution to the wind and go for something crazy.
TitaN's going for a Phoenix here instead of Oracle. Oracle's a little bit safer because it does have that detection in case there were DTs. But Phoenixes can work out well aggressively and defensively, but he's got to be careful in the middle of the map because he's about to get surrounded by units. Time Warp not available, but there are 3 Stalkers here to 2.
The Pylon's gone up to the north here for TitaN, so he can warp in aggressively if he would like to. He does not know about his opponent's Pylon, but since he's moving this aggressively across the map, he has to be careful, and he can imagine that something like that is occurring. So the Phoenix trying to scout out what it can see.
Yeah, they might have to just defend here, because there's pressures happening. There's a Pylon, there's more units getting warped in. He's going to be on 3 gateways of his own, but he is down in unit. And one thing that's missing is a Mothership core, because he's gone for a Stargate and Stalkers here. This could be difficult.
The 2 Phoenix, very useful against this Mothership core, though, that will fall down very rapidly, as well as negate a lot of this damage. And this is one of the things that can be brutal in PvP nowadays. But the reinforcing Stalkers come along for HasuObs.
And now the lifts are gone. Yeah, the lifts are gone. This is troublesome.
Yeah, it really is. Still retains his Stalker numbers, and probes will die.
And as simple as this game started, maybe as simple as it ends, because there are 3 more Stalkers coming in. Even though these Phoenixes know how to lift, look at it.
Not lifting enough, man. Not lifting enough. Unfortunately, the energy is still run out. He was able to be a little bit efficient with that Phoenix that finished up, but HasuObs behind this, he's got his own Stargate going down. So he's in, GG. He was in such a strong position there.
Yeah, Phoenixes just didn't do anything for him there. And the 3 gateway build, once again, proves strong to start this series off. It's a build that we see so commonly nowadays because it's so good against so many 1-gate tech builds. I described it yesterday, I think it was, of how that a 1-gate tech build is very, very weak against 3 gateways. Even if it was Blink or DTs, the problem is that you just don't have enough to defend. And then maybe if you do have enough and barely make a defense, then you are in an advantageous position, but very rarely do you even survive that long.
So 2 things. One, I did feel that he was going to go for that 3-gate build before, as that's where a lot of Hasu's PvP strength lies in the German scene, especially. He executes that really well. Second thing, previously you mentioned average of the 7-minute mark. Haha.
TitaN's getting there, right?
Yeah, kinda.
7 minutes 35.
Yeah, and I pegged Hasu to not end up going down those kind of routes. So there you go. Bit strange, but what have you. It's PvP. These things can happen. 3-gate pressure is very strong. And now we go on to game number 2, which is going to be Yonsu, I believe. So
I don't know. I'm loading.
It's Yonsu.
Yeah, it is.
Yonsu.
Okay, so Yonsu, bit of a bigger map. I'm not too sure what to expect here from these players again. We may see a similar style from HasuObs again to maybe just pick up an instant win if we were to see similar from TitaN, but anything's possible here. Anything's possible.
Yeah. I would like to see another 3-gate pressure from HasuObs. But likewise, TitaN, he could change things. And I wouldn't mind seeing him change things. I like the idea of mixing in Phoenix that early to deal with the Mothership Core and then try and pick things up. But unless you are super proactive about, well, having your 3 gates down at a particular moment in time and maybe even trying to defend the ramp or something, anything, just lots of little variables that can occur there, then it's hard to hold off from Hasu.
The ticking is counting down, which means we are now loading into map number 2 here of the winners match of Group F, where we are about to have 1 player from this group move on to the round of 16 to join 10 of the other players that have already made it there over the last couple of weeks as we do draw towards the end of the round of 32. Only 3 days left, including this one. Yeah. Of course, those 2 days are next week, but let's get in to this map number 2 of the winners match.
As we have, spawning down to the bottom left-hand corner, our red Protoss, currently 1 game up. He is Mao's HasuObs. And up to the top right, our blue Protoss, representing Russia. He is Rox TitaN. Rox. All right, so TitaN, what is he going to bring to the table? What is he going to do? It's up in the air for a while, I would say.
Yeah, I actually don't know. I'm not going to try to predict on what they're going to do. I'm just going to tell you what they do as they do it, or at least what it looks like to be. I don't know.
Perfecto.
I don't know what to expect. PvP, I mean, I really like to cast, actually, Protoss versus Protoss games as the game gets longer and longer.
Yeah.
But look at this. We may see a cannon rush from HasuObs.
I really wasn't expecting this, but that certainly looks like what it's going to be. And again, on Yonsu, it's a map that's very strong for it.
Yeah, we saw this the other day with Genius against Grubby.
Yeah.
There's the Forge. Look at TitaN's already looking down there a little bit, or at least spotting the bottom right of his base. Does he continue to scout, though? Because this is something which becomes so... Well, it was already common, but as Genius did it. But it's become even more popular.
He's going to go back. But the thing is...
He's going to go check it again?
Yeah, well, I mean, he kind of... No, he goes straight back to the mineral line. The problem is that Protoss are still not used to the particular timing and when this pylon and cannon go down on the low ground. So yes, they scout out this location here, but they don't go back around this particular time, which is something that we saw at the fault of Grubby.
Well, this is just not HasuObs' style, so it's going to catch TitaN a little bit off guard here as the cannon does begin, and double probes are going to make their way in, and TitaN with 3 in gas already on one assimilator and about to go 3 in the other as well. Oh boy, man, he's focusing so heavily on gas. He's just not on units. He's not going to get a Zealot. Well, at least the gateway is going to see that pylon. Yeah. That's a little bit earlier than, let's say, Grubby saw it when he was playing against Genius. And now TitaN's like, oh my god.
Hello, cannon.
I hate you.
He certainly does hate this. And again, this is a great position because throwing the cannons down at this spot here are in range of the Nexus. So that is why this is such a strong spot.
TitaN's going to re-expand to the bottom here, but HasuObs is already there and he saw it. He can like plant a pylon there or something. He can just get rid of the cannon rush down there too.
The probe fighting the probe, and that one has to fall back here. He tries to micro to catch it, but doesn't in the end.
Well, well, well.
He has to expand to a hidden location, otherwise he's just going to get cannons again.
HasuObs is just going to chase it down wherever he goes.
Oh, this is a tough spot for TitaN. It really is. How do you, if you're the Protoss defending this Apollo, what do you do? How do you deal with this?
I quit every time. I mean, the best way to deal with it is to try to re-expand, to move the probes down, mine as much as you can now, and then pull the probes down because he's got a Stalker and Mothership Core, which means he cannot be cannon rushed on the natural down there, right? So at this point, mine as much as you can, build a couple of probes as you can, and then just replay the game from down at your natural, because the Stalker and Mothership Core, actually, the Stalker should probably stay back to deal with the cannons, but because it's a cannon rush, right, there's no defense from the cannon rusher, which means the Mothership Core can go kill probes while you re-expand. It's like the best way to deal with it. It's the way that a lot of people were expecting Grubby to deal with it, actually.
You know what I also kind of would like to see happen from Protoss as well in this on this map specifically is when we saw Grubby deal with this, and now when we've seen TitaN deal with that, their gateways have been placed very close to this edge. If they place their gateway on another side of the base, maybe up to the north, then they're not going to lose that, and maybe they'd have a few more Stalkers out. But he does shut down the majority of this. It's a little bit of an odd situation now, though.
But the Mothership Core for TitaN can try to pick off a couple of probes. There's definitely areas with like one cannon can't cover everything here, as he's found a hole in the gas. So, and that's not a Stalker being made either. So TitaN's just going to re-expand here. He's still got the Cybernetics Core. If only he could actually build a pylon to power it up again, so he could get Warp Gate research on the way. And he's not in bad shape at all, actually. If you look at the count of things, 21 probes to 18. His Cybercore Warp Gate research is a little bit behind his opponents.
And, well, how long is that going to be behind? It's going to be behind for... The thing is, he's not bringing... Oh, no, he has the gas already, so he is now bringing in gas. So he can catch up. He should be fine. Especially with the Robo, if he just throws all guys into gas and has some Immortals out to deal with his opponent, then that could be cool. I think
we may just see like a 4-gate or something come out from HasuObs. Oh, actually, he's in gas in both simulators, so maybe not now. But he does chase the Mothership Core away.
And he's killing off all these pylons as well that HasuObs has to replenish later on. So he's going to get cleaned up in the main, and TitaN can play out a bit more of a standard game, if you want to call this.
going to get pylon blocked again because he's about to lose another pylon.
Yeah. So he needs to throw down another one. He throws down Gateway. I suppose he doesn't need to make any more probes right now, at least, and he's just powering up with these gateways. So getting supply blocked at this point isn't that huge a deal.
I wonder if he can hold. He's got one Immortal and another one going to be made behind this, but still, he needs extra gateways, and he needs his Warp Gate research, right? Because right now, HasuObs is going to go for a 3-gateway.
And he could warp in the main as well with this pylon.
If he gets a couple of hits off that Stalker, no, he doesn't, unfortunately. Yeah, he will.
Oh, it's going to go back.
Wow, that's really nice. Really nice. That's really nice for HasuObs. Remember, he's going for 3 gateways behind this.
Yeah.
There's going to be 2 Immortals, but one of the Immortals has already taken damage too.
That Immortal absolutely has to stop that cannon as well. Does that cannon kill that before? I don't think it kills it before Warp Gate's done.
No, he can use the Immortal in a minute. Just wait for the shields.
Oh, he finds a spot.
Oh, that there.
That's nice. Very, very nicely done there by a TitaN.
Oh, HasuObs needs to go soon if he's going to attack.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's expanding. Okay. I thought he was going to attack.
Oh, okay then.
But the thing is also he needs to get his own robotics facility down too very soon here. Otherwise, he's going to be in a bit of a precarious position because Immortals and Gateway units could attack him. And he needs his own Immortals soon. But look at this. He's going to force field the ramp.
Ooh.
Cheeky.
Oh, that is very good. Especially since TitaN doesn't have Warp Gate research done just yet. So he can't actually warp in any reinforcements. A fantastic force field. There's 3 Immortals there, but the Robo could end up dying pretty quickly. Has to be careful. Oh, that Mothership Core helping out as well. Immortal, microing back, needs probes offline to try and help this.
Yeah, definitely trade off Gateway units for an Immortal here.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing he's going to have to deal with is the Immortals. And look at that. There's no...
no anti-air.
No anti-air. Wolf Gate Research is just now ready, though, so...
What a bizarre PvP, but it's been a lot of fun, actually, thus far.
It's been very weird. He's also trying to get another Immortal here.
Could get it, could get it. That Zealot's doing a lot of damage, as is the Sentry, weirdly enough, and the Mothership Core is going to kill off that. Oh my god.
He's killed 2 Immortals.
Third one might end up dying off a little bit slower here as well. I mean, the Stalkers should be able to push this away, but if he warps an extra round of Zealots, they're going to try and hunt it down at least. Oh, bye-bye, no. Mothership Core saves itself.
I'm not sure if these 3 Zealots are going to do too much, though, this time. If he had Time Warp, yeah, but he doesn't. HasuObs on another gateway here. He's actually just going to try and overpower his opponent because he's got a lot more of an income. And if he keeps builds more than... Alright, so usually you do want Immortals to combat Immortals, but if you just have enough Zealot Sentries and Stalkers and gateway units, then it doesn't really matter. You can force field around the Immortals, pick them off, you know, single them out, and then bring them down. But
that was an important move, because if he'd have now gone up into this engagement with TitaN having these extra 2 Immortals out, he would have 5 Immortals. That's some sick maths on air. But yeah, that's a really strong army to deal with. So TitaN would have been sitting pretty, I would say.
I mean, TitaN's in not too bad of a position either, though. With a couple more sentries added into his army, he can also cut off his opponent's army. And then he has 3 Immortals back again.
Robo's going down for HasuObs as well.
Look at that. He's like, oh god, actually, I don't think I can do that.
Try and catch up with this. Those 3 Immortals are scary, man.
Oh,
hello.
Those were forces not so good.
Run away.
Those are better by HasuObs. Actually, I was kind of sloppy by TitaN and better by HasuObs.
Yeah, he's refining upon the foundations there. Oh, he could force field that in.
Oh, nice. Oh, that was really nice.
A free Immortal, basically. Maybe for what? The cost of 1 or 2 Zealots?
Yeah.
I'd take that trade any day.
Yeah, really, really nice trade off there. And he does have his robotics facility on the way now.
Ooh, Mothership Core versus Mothership Core. Engagements here as he has to run away. He can't stick around there.
It's a very strong army that TitaN has that HasuObs is going to have to deal with at home, remember. He needs to actually be getting his own Immortals out and trying to deal with this. TitaN's going to attack across the map, and he may just be able to pick up the game here. This is what I was always frightened of, is that you need... I mean, did HasuObs need to go for extra units, and did he need to go for extra gateways, or should he have got a faster robotics facility and try to defend that way? I think that would have been a better case. Yeah,
I think so as well, because now TitaN's army is going to be so strong.
I mean, he's lost his Mothership Core. He cannot Photon Overcharge on this. And TitaN may just walk away with the 2-1 victory. I think he's going to.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, 1-1 victory, sorry. Yeah, equalize the game, sorry.
But yeah, I mean, Hasu now... It was as if he was doing a lot of cute stuff. It was trying to work out, but in the end, TitaN was just like, well, I'm just going to make a lot of Immortals and just kill you. Because even he has high ground vision of this. There's no Observer out for Hasu. He can't deny that. He's going to lose his Robo before the Immortal gets out. Catastrophe here for HasuObs.
Yeah, this is a weird game. This was a very weird game to commentate on because it just was a cannon rush, which was dealt very well by TitaN, into what we are seeing now.
Yeah. The Immortal is just happy to pick away at a pylon. The force fields are going to continue to go down. He will lose that Mothership Core, but at the same time, there's just no army left for HasuObs. 47 to 16 army supply.
Yeah, very good game from TitaN. I just think he played this like so patiently.
Yeah,
like he got cannon rush, but he didn't stress. He didn't pull probes and go crazy. He was like, all right, I'm just going to re-expand and play this game out. It was really nice.
Yeah, and that means TitaN will even up this 1-1, as you said. So that means we do have 2-1 either way, Apollo. It's going to be one of us.
Yeah, which one's going to win? You or me, or TitaN or HasuObs, or both of us? Hand in hand.
Everyone, it's StarCraft. Bye-bye, Nexus. Probes, go for fighting.
HasuObs.
Oh. Fantasy GG.
Only if he had one more force field to trap him in next to the gateway.
Exactly. The only way they're going to get out is with the Nexus dying. Oh, well, yeah, there we go. Run away. What is going on? What is this? He's like warped in a load of units, so he's trying to make it work back at home. But it's not going to work, I don't think.
No, it's 31 supply Claris to 81. Yeah. And both Nexus are killed, and TitaN's just going to go back to clean up the Zealots.
He's not rebuilt his base and is being revealed. Yeah. That's what we're being told.
TitaN's got 3 sentries on the high ground. Will just consistently force field this and never let any units to the high ground. So HasuObs is just like looking for any way to close this up 2-0, but unfortunately for him, TitaN's going to defend, and the attack on TitaN continues here at the WCS Europe.
It certainly does. GG! Game number 2 finishes up there with a win for TitaN.
Yeah, he does. Good game from him, actually. Wonky back and forward series. I really wonder if HasuObs needed a 4th and 5th gateway and should have just gone over to the robotics facility. Because from that position, by that attack would have come, he would have had a couple of immortals.
Yeah, he would have. Oh, well. Game number 2 is now done. It was a strange one, but it's over. So we have to wipe the slate clean after that 16-minute game and see what happens. Whoops, I pressed play again. No, I don't want to play.
Claris.
It was bringing you into the game as well.
I didn't do anything.
You pressed it as well, didn't you?
Nope.
I saw you in the game.
I'm not in the game.
How did we manage to both press it at the same time?
I actually joined off you.
Oh, did you?
So I was a fool to follow you, Claris.
Yeah, sorry about that. But who's the fool? Never mind. All right, okay, so Velshire Vestige is our next map as TitaN and HasuObs.
Good defense with the... I mean, I have to say again, good defense with the cannon rush.
Yeah, it really was. Because it can be all too easy to crumble under that pressure. It really can. What could Hasu have done differently in that position? Not a whole lot.
Nothing in that position that he was in.
Maybe like
apart from the only adjustments I would have made if I was him was the 4th and 5th gateway.
Yeah.
Just go faster robotics facility, faster immortals into the game, because he had a much faster second nexus there, and he spent 300 minerals he didn't need to.
Would you have thrown down the pylon to block the natural from your opponent for a while?
I would have.
Yeah.
I'm not a cannon rusher. I'm not a cheeser.
No.
But I think it works out that you could have done that.
Yeah.
To not let him do that there, to re-expand there.
At least you kind of...
But then the big problem is that you always have to think about catching up with your own tech and also getting the cannon down in your main base for the mothership core. So. And
resources are really valuable at that point, I guess. So anyway, guys, let's jump into game number 3 as we have now spawning. Up to the top left-hand corner are red Protoss representing Rocks as well as Russia. He is TitaN. And down to the bottom right are blue Protoss representing Mousebots in Germany. He is HasuObs.
I don't even know what we're going to see next.
No.
Because this game's been pretty weird overall, right?
Yeah, it seems so. Anything could happen. Anything really could happen. As TitaN and, well, the pylons are in normal positions at least here thus far. So I don't think we'll be seeing any Forge craziness in this game at least.
HasuObs might go for 3 gateways again.
Yeah, I would probably peg him on that as well. It's a strong play to go for. And it's had success a lot for him in things like the EPS. And again, you know, some people would say, well, yeah, that's only the EPS. But the EPS is predominantly Protoss, and their PvP is really damn strong. So it's not to be scuffed at, is the EPS for PvP.
I still think TitaN's going to go through. Sorry.
All right. He could?
I have feeling in my Russian brother.
All right.
If I was Russian, I'd be in TitaN's family.
You would?
Yeah.
What? Why in his family of all things?
I just think that's how my life would be. I'd be a part of the Russian TitaN family, and I'd play StarCraft with him. Okay. And that's it. You take what you want.
I'm imagining you with TitaN's hair, and it's a funny picture. I like that. That'd be cute.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that too, man.
Yeah?
I'd make my own team. I'd get Afro Man from Korea.
Afro team? That'd be cool. That'd be
I'd make an Afro team.
Isn't there an Afro Toss guy or something? Yeah.
That's what I meant, Afro Man. Afro Toss.
Afro Toss.
Yeah.
Does he play at high? I like seen one game of him and that's it.
I've seen a couple of his Pro League games.
Yeah.
I'd make a team with him, TitaN, myself, if I had fluffy hair.
Nice.
And who else would I get?
Would Stefano join?
Yes, and you'd have to join.
You'd have to not have his
hair. And he would not have a hairband.
Yes, exactly. Anybody else we can think of? I don't think so.
Nope.
That's a good team. That's a good team there, Apollo.
Pro team.
Pro team.
All right, so double gateway coming out from HasuObs. Kind of expected. I'm expecting probably 3rd gateway too.
Yes.
We already see the Chronoboost going into the Cybercore as well. So, because it looks like TitaN is going for a 1-gate tech too. But he's, Chronoboost not a sentry. Which is different, because that's gas that's not going to tech. Especially if he tries to, I've got hiccups, trying to get a mothership core out next, right? If he gets a mothership core, which he's not, even though he should be if he, I was going to say he should be if he wanted to do something other than 1-gate tech.
Yeah.
So HasuObs is going to try to pressure this, and it very well could work because it's 1 gate tech against 3 gateways. The same scenario that we've talked about many a time. Even though the 3rd gateway isn't down yet, it's definitely going to come in.
Yeah, that Twilight Council coming along here for TitaN. So there we go. There's the 3rd gateway here from HasuObs. He feels so comfortable with this build. And I'm curious to see what TitaN's going to do, because he still has options. He could still go for Blink or even the Dark Templars.
I think Blink. He's got a lot of probes. A lot of probes. 26 probes.
26, wow.
I think Blink.
Yeah, I would say Blink,
and the reason
too.
why I think Blink is because right now he's probably expecting his opponent to play along the lines of a 3 gateway. And if he's able to hold off and defend, already he has a Chrono Boost to that Sentry. It already has double Force Fields, and I would not use Hallucinated Phoenix here. I would use Force Fields and I would hold on, and if I get Blink and get to 3 gateways, and if I do hold on in this time, then I will win, because I will have Blink and he'll have useless gateway units. That's his plan. Warp Gate is almost done. He Chrono Boosted the crap out of Warp Gate so he can make sure that he can warp in units after his Force Fields are ready.
Yeah.
This is really smart. Really, really smart from TitaN. He's even throwing down a Robo because he's not sure if it is exactly 3 gate. It could be Blink. He's scouted nothing. He just knows that HasuObs is definitely an aggressive player when it comes to this matchup, and he needs to land the Force Field and back off. Land the Force Field, back off.
Nope, certainly does. 2 of those Stalkers do get up there and will kill off that Sentry.
Oh, the Sentry!
He saves it. He saves it. What a great save. He absolutely had to do that.
He put down another Force Field because he wasn't sure he would keep it alive. But Blink is not almost done, but with Time Warp and high ground advantage, a Stalker will die. He can warp in a couple more units soon. Blink is going to get Chrono Boosted out. Another Force will be ready in 10 time.
Reactionary-wise, that was a really good haul, considering what happened with those 2 Stalkers getting up there. It could have been all too easy for him to lose that Sentry.
And what he should do now is Force Field and cut up this army. If HasuObs goes up there, you cut this in half and you kill it.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen in seconds' time is Blink is ready. If HasuObs doesn't know this, he will lose everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything.
You can't get out from it. You just cannot.
He's got a Force Field. He's like, all right, I'm gonna force field him in. No, that's not the case.
No, not at all. If he warps in 3 more Stalkers here.
He's building an Immortal. That's okay. So an Immortal's an interesting choice here. Blink Stalkers could have just won this, but remember, he doesn't know exactly what's going on. But here comes the Blink play. 3 Zealots from behind.
Yeah, this is a good move here by him.
Beautiful move.
Fantastic control there by TitaN. It's going to do a lot of damage to HasuObs.
He's going to kill every single one of these Stalkers. Every single one.
Yeah, he certainly can do.
He'll blink and chase. He'll blink and chase and kill everything. And all of a sudden, HasuObs is like, oh my god, I'm in so much trouble.
Massive trouble.
He needs to build a Void Ray, and he needs to defend with a Void Ray back at home, but Blink Stalkers are great against this.
Look at the army supply. 24 to 8. Units lost is massive in favor of TitaN. I have to eat my words, Apollo. This looks bad for HasuObs.
Big Daddy TitaN's going to win.
And looks like it.
And he's sending out a probe now because he doesn't want to expand it. It's a bad idea to expand. Just go and kill him. You have the probe now. Go build a pylon. Go warp in more Stalkers and go kill TitaN. HasuObs is going to try to counterattack with a couple of Zealots from this pylon on the left-hand side, but that could work. It could work out for him, but he's just not going to hold against these Stalkers.
Yeah, apparently the attack on TitaN has failed, and now HasuObs is going to get eaten. This is pretty much what's going to happen. He's trying to get out some units where he can, but these Blink Stalkers are going to be so formidable here. And he's killing off pylon after pylon. HasuObs is supply blocked right now.
Yeah, and there's just going to be more and more Stalkers coming into play. More and more and more and more and more.
And even if he wanted to warp in after like not being supply blocked, he's still pylon. You know, all of his gateways are underpowered. So a really horrible position for HasuObs.
Yeah, and if TitaN wants to be a Russian, I was going to say something else. He wants to be a Russian, he expands and just kind of keeps his opponent from taking his second base.
Yeah, it looks like he has gone for the expansion, but he could still kill him even with that expansion.
I would blink under the Void Ray. I don't care, man.
Yeah, just kill it.
I'm so excited to win this game. And that's probably why I'm not a pro player, because I'd lose the game. But right now, that he just needs a. He's about to get the win. He's so close to winning now, and he's so close to moving on to the round of 16 again. And just remember how happy he was last season when we did the winners interview, and I'm sure he's going to be the same.
Oh yeah, certainly so. He's a happy fella right recently with these wins, and you know these wins mean a lot to him because he's practicing hard. As we said at the very beginning, he has practiced hard for this. Slightly supply block, but again, HasuObs is so heavily contained. He can't really do it. He's warping in Zealots at the other side of the map to try and harass that base that he knows is going down. But other than that, it's going to be difficult to escape.
Difficult to escape, and HasuObs already knows the Nexus is on its way, so he needs to attack soon. But it's not going to be easy, as you say. There's Force Fields to block him out from getting down here. And another Void Ray is going to be made. Behind this, to be honest, I would just go up. I'd go up to like 6 gateways.
Yeah.
6, 7. I just keep on making Stalkers because you only need mass. You only need mass at this point.
Stalker's not doing too badly against that Immortal, and the Zealot's trying to get into a spot as well to deal with that, but TitaN just warps in enough units to push this back, so he should be okay here. Plenty reinforcing. Meanwhile, a big engagement at the front as well. The Stalker's blinking back. Those Void Rays causing him a little bit of a headache, but I don't know, man. I don't think those Void Rays can really tackle this army just yet.
Void Rays are great against Stalkers, of course, but look at the difference of income. And that's only going to escalate with more probes being built if he does continue to build more probes.
Good blinks backs as well there by TitaN. He kills off 2 Void Rays for the cost of not a whole lot. Look at the resources lost once again. So TitaN still with a massive, massive lead here in game number 3.
Yeah, and I'm finding it very difficult how HasuObs can win. If he falls back and expands, he's just going to play from minutes and minutes and minutes away. He doesn't even bother to try to play this game out. He knows he's way too far behind. And good game is called, and TitaN makes it to the round of 16. Very
impressive play there by him. HasuObs, he kind of got caught out. He just didn't know what was going on. But TitaN crushed what HasuObs was wanting to do. So that does it. TitaN advances on through first place.
Yep, congratulations to TitaN, and I'm sure we'll be having a winner's interview with him shortly. And I'll be interested to see what he has to say for himself, because that was an impressive victory on map number 3 there. Very convincing, very dominant. Like, he just smashed HasuObs there. Just knew what was kind of going to come from HasuObs, dealt with it, killed it, and then killed HasuObs as well.
All right, guys. So join us after the break. We shall have an interview with the winner, advancing on to the round of 16, Mr. Rocks TitaN.